Hey, caretakers, wanted to come. It's a week before kindergarten registration and just talk to you all about a few little things. First off, in mailboxes, I got mine yesterday. In my mailbox, our really nice flyers are out. Thanks to Brooke Whitlow for making these, telling all of our current students, families that online registration opens April 8th. So I know a few of you are already starting to get phone calls and fielding some of those questions. As those questions come in, if you don't know the answer to one of them, please reach out to us and we'll work with you on getting that. On the back side of those, showed them that if they completed this by May 17th, they would be entered to win a Kindle Fire and potentially 2 Chromebooks as well. So real quick though, I wanted to show you, some of you have already figured this out. I went and worked with one of our student workers who oversees our school website to figure out how we can offer some more supports on there. We're still got some little tweaking to do, but when you go under families on the Nelson County Schools website and go under student enrollment and registration and click on online registration right here, there are 3 options. And again, we are tweaking these a little bit, so these will change over maybe today or tomorrow. There are 3 options for returning parents or guardians with returning students. So this is all of our current students. This is a returning parent or guardian that is enrolling a new student. So maybe they're enrolling a new kindergartner, but they already have a 3rd grader. Maybe they're coming from a private school from their 8th grade year and they're enrolling in one of our high schools, and they already have a child that attends school at that school. This is where they would click. They're going to go through their parent portal to complete that process. And this is for all of our new families coming in, new parent, guardian, and a new student. So when you click on these links, take this one, it will tell them the steps they need to go through. So you can see 1 through 5. You can click here. It takes them straight to their parent portal account, gives them information about if they're having some problems, gives them some troubleshooting as well. I did want to show you the new parent or guardian, new students. They can come down here. Step 2 lets them click here to begin the online registration piece. So this is where they would go in that kiosk looking mode and be able to start a new profile. There's still items they have to bring into you, and that is explained to them as well right here. We also have a link to a video tutorial from Infinite Campus that explains all 3 of these situations and gets them really a visual look. I highly recommend that you watch that as well to prepare yourself a little bit too. And then right here is a slide deck. If you go to this, there's some frequently asked questions. This is just me going and really borrowing questions I've seen on other districts' websites that are doing this. And some of those answers. I highly recommend that you start going through these as well. If there's a question that you're frequently getting asked that you would like me to add to this slide deck, shoot me an email and I can add it on here as well. So lots of different questions and answers that you'll find from there. Next thing is, a few of you have still not gotten in some dates for the April, May. Please let us know those as soon as you can. That will allow Jill, Renee, and myself to provide support on those nights for you coming up in April and May. Your nights can be on the same nights as other schools. That's totally fine. We have limited numbers of nights, so if you overlap somebody else's, that's not a problem at all. Talking with a few of you as well today, thinking about how we're going to continue communicating this information to our schools. I have drafted, again, this is if you want to use these for your one call script, or if you would like to create your very own, please feel free to do that. But I created 2 different scripts here. The first one is something that you would want to send out in this week, or well, today's already Thursday, so maybe next week. Send this out letting them know that they should have already received the information in the mail, letting them know about your registration nights, and asking them to go ahead and make sure that their parent portal account is working. So again, you can change the language of this any way that you want it to be, but I thought I could give you an idea of where to start. This is not to be a robocall. I really want to hear your voice or someone's voice from your school. So maybe you can pick someone out of your building that has a really nice speaking voice to make these phone calls out to your families, but you definitely need to lead that. The second one is a one call that may go out a little bit later. So we're talking about after April 8th has opened up, and you're really just reminding them that if they haven't done it, to do it. That May 17th, that is kind of your cutoff for being put into the drawings. They can absolutely register their kids over the summer. But this is just to get in as many as we can before the school year is out. So reminding them not to miss that opportunity. Again, if you have any other questions, you feel free to take this one call scripts as well and put them into language that could go into a newsletter. I know some of you send out text and emails as well. Those would be perfectly fine to communicate in those forms as well for your school. You know your school community way better than I do. So please reach out to them the best, most effective way that you feel comfortable doing. I'm excited to get next week going. I think it's going to be unique, but really a great time pushing families to do some new things. I really appreciate all the hard work that each one of you have put into this as well. Please keep in touch with anything that you need, and I'll be around. Thank you. Bye.